What's up, guys? Today we're talking about the Batman Part 2, and we have so much to discuss today. We got some absolutely crazy news regarding castings, and I wanted to put some of my own theories in the video, so here we go. Let's get into it. And first off, we have Robert Pattinson coming back as the Batman, and I can't wait to see him in this movie, guys. I think we are going to get to see a lot more from him playing Bruce Wayne, and maybe the persona that he puts on, or maybe his real self coming out trying to help the city. I think it's going to be awesome. And next up, guys, we have Colin Farrell coming back as the Penguin, and I can't wait to see him in this movie. After the Penguin show, we need to see Batman get vengeance for Vic and put him in his place. I can't wait to see what Oswald's been up to at City Hall and how it ties into the movie and the greater plot, and possibly see him go up against Harvey Dent or something like that, and maybe even be the one to turn him into Two-Face. And we have Jeffrey Wright coming back as Commissioner Gordon, and I can't wait to see more of him in this movie. I really want to see more of his family and maybe see a tease at Barbara. I know it was cut from the last movie, but I really want to see more from him in this movie and see him and Batman's relationship progress and where it's at. I'm especially excited to see maybe if he's become the commissioner or what happened with his trust with Batman after the last movie and after the bombs went off and everything, but I'm excited to see where the city's at. And we also have Alfred confirmed to be coming back, guys, and I'm really excited to see more of him and Bruce's relationship. And I really like this version of Alfred, a more militaristic, capable, spy-style Alfred, who was really helpful in the last movie with solving the codes and everything. And I really hope Bruce is nicer to him, man. He's always so mean to this Alfred, bro. But that is just part of Bruce's character at the moment and the way he's going through things. And I think he'll start to come out of his shell when he starts doing stuff with Wayne Enterprises. And maybe Alfred will even be there to help him set it up and work through some of that stuff and navigate the relationships and navigate some of his old dad's friends and acquaintances. And now, guys, we are getting into some of the huge castings that I am super excited for. I cannot wait to see Charles Dance in this movie. We don't know who he's playing yet, but I can't wait. I'm already theorizing. Most people are saying he's Christopher Dent, Harvey Dent's father. And I could possibly see him being tied to the Court of Owls or something bigger. He's definitely an A-list actor. So I don't expect them to bring him on just for a minor role. I expect him to be maybe even the main villain. He's that good. I could not believe how good he was in Game of Thrones. And we know from Batman Arkham Shadow, the video game, that Harvey Dent's dad is definitely not a good person. He's terrible. And in that game, he even inspired his Two-Face personality, and his multiple personality disorder or whatever he's got going on is definitely inspired by his dad and all the trauma and abuse that he suffered through him. And I could definitely see them upscaling that into maybe a Court of Owls member or something that Bruce has to deal with as well. And oh my god, guys, we have Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier, cast in this movie, and the main theory is that he's playing Harvey Dent. And I have some theories of my own that he could be playing someone else, maybe someone like Hush or Lincoln March from the Court of Owls, like a Talon. And part of the reason fans are thinking this, and me as well, is because Sebastian Stan's posted himself on Instagram, bulking up for the role, getting jacked, working out, and we know something's coming. It could be something more physical. Like Harvey Dent is always pretty jacked in the comics, but I feel like something else is coming. Bella Real confirmed to be coming back, and I think she's going to be a huge part of this movie, central around like Harvey Dent and all the renewal act and trying to make the city better through Bruce Wayne, and I think she's going to be huge in this movie, and she was really good in the last one. And next up, guys, we have Scarlett Johansson, the Scarlett Johansson, cast in the Batman Part 2, and I'm so excited to see who she's playing. My dream pick would be Andrea Bargnani, or whatever her name is, from Mask of the Phantasm. I love that movie so much. It's probably my favorite Batman movie ever. But I also would love to see her as Gilda Dent, more of like a holiday killer straight out of The Long Halloween. Would be awesome. I definitely don't think she's going to have just a small supporting role since they gave it to such a big actress. And I think she is going to kill it in this movie as any of those characters. It would be awesome. And next up, we have the announcement of this actor who I'm not familiar with, but his name is Brian Tyree Henry. And we have seen a lot of fan casts going around. Matt Reeves himself even liked one of the tweets saying, I could love to see this guy as Harvey Bullock with a great buddy cop dynamic with him and Jim Gordon going. And I think that would be awesome, and I think that's a really good fan cast and great opinion of who he's going to be. I agree. I saw some other people saying Lucius Fox, but I just really don't think it's him. I think he's too young to play Lucius. I would love to see someone older. And next up, guys, we have another actor I'm not really that familiar with. I'm pretty sure his name is Sebastian Koch, but I'm not really sure who this guy's going to be playing. I could see him playing a character we're not really expecting, like maybe Jacob Kane, or something to do with Bruce's family, or something to do with the court. Someone that we're not really expecting him to be playing. But I could definitely see that he's a good actor from some of the clips I watched online, and I'm excited to see him in the movie. And now, guys, let's get into the exciting part. Who do y'all think is going to be the main villain in this movie? I think it could be like one of a few people. And one of my first fan theories is that the main villain is going to be Lady Arkham, Vicky Vale, played by Scarlett Johansson. And that is a huge reach, but we have seen a lot tied into Bruce's family with Martha the Arkhams and Arkham Asylum in the Penguin show. And I think it definitely has a big role to play here. And if you have not played the Telltale games, they are awesome. And we get to see Vicky Vale, who is pretty much living a false life, trying to enact her plan, as she is one of the Arkhams secretly. And they were evil people doing bad things. And I don't know what happened, but she got estranged from her parents, basically. I'm pretty sure they died or something. And she got raised in a foster home. And she eventually kills those people and goes on to enact her plan against Batman. And she ends up using her time as Vicky Vale and her reporting skills and all her connections to actually do these things. And I think that could be a really good part of the movie. And one of my other theories is that we could be looking at a Hush movie here, which would be amazing. If it's a situation where we have Sebastian Stan playing Hush, or even maybe he's playing Harvey Dent, who is actually Hush, but he's come up with some false identity or something that we're not expecting. I think this could be really awesome, and I would kill to see Hush in live action go up against Batman. Hush is one of my favorite animated movies, and I would love to see Sebastian Stan play him, and I think that could be why maybe he's bulking up for a physical role like Hush. Another thing I would love to see, but I think is pretty unlikely, is something related to Arkham from the Absolute Batman comics. I would love the idea that Arkham is making monsters while the rest of the city is going around their business, and it's finally breaking out with Riddler. Maybe they're cooking up Killer Croc or Bane, or we could even see doctors working there like Jonathan Crane or Pamela Isley. And they don't even have to be in their final form. It would be cool just to see them maybe as doctors doing nefarious stuff. But my main theory on who the villain could be for these movies is the Court of Owls. And we have got a ton of teasing of the Court of Owls, whether it's the owl-shaped curtains in the Penguin show, or Matt Reeves and Robert Pattinson himself saying they would love to do their own take on that. And if you aren't familiar with the Court of Owls, they're basically a secret organization within Gotham, basically akin to the Illuminati, who just control everything, and they get rid of the notion that Batman knows everything about Gotham. That's how he catches criminals a lot of the time, is that he just knows the city better than them. He's out there every single night. But the Owls destroy that notion, something that Batman could not even find, couldn't even discover. And they are working in secret to enact everything that happens in Gotham. And also, I just love the idea that bats are the natural prey of owls. It's just so cool. And we could maybe see Sebastian Stan as a Talon, which would be insane. And in the Absolute Batman comics, we actually get to see that Martha Wayne was a former Talon, and I think it would be really cool to see them involved with the court or something like that. And I think it's highly possible that Thomas Wayne was even killed because he didn't want to go along with the plans of the court. And one more thing I would love to see from this movie, but I think it's a huge ask, and maybe at best we get a tease, is Robin. I would love to see any Robin. It could be Dick Grayson, it could be Jason Todd. I think it would be so cool to see him steal the tires off the Batmobile, or see him and his parents at the circus with Bruce Wayne at the end, or something like that, even just a tease. And I am so excited to see how they are going to set up this third movie. I think this has the potential to be one of the best trilogies ever, and maybe even the best Batman movie ever. We're going to see the Joker. We're going to see so much in that third movie that I don't know how it could live up to the hype. And if you enjoyed this video, guys, please drop a like and subscribe for more. This is my first video, so please show some love. And thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a great rest of your day.